Hello there, what's up? It's Sir Kuya Paz and welcome back to our podcast. At ngayon po gagawa tayo ng isang napakagandang episode. This is so interesting at for sure nabasa nyo naman po yung title before you listen to this podcast or this episode. But before we dive in, ano lang, life update lang ako kasi ang dami kong natutunan ng mga previous weeks, previous days. Parang 2 weeks ago, kailan ba ako gumawa? Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I made an episode about me time. Actually, itong episode na to, supposed to be, gagawin ko siya last week pa. Pero parang, natamad ako. Kasi the same spot nung ginawa ko yung me time episode, hinatid ko si Glenn, and then I stopped over doon sa mismong pinagsimulan ko ng me time. The same. I was setting up the phone and even the Osmo. Pero parang tinatamad ako. Sabi ko, next time na lang. And then, kinabukasan, gagawa ko. Tamad ako, next time na lang. Kasi, I have too much on my plate. Wedding preparations, and then transition ng leadership. We have to fix our leadership. And also, ano pa yung mga inaayos namin? The BDC project, our building. So I have to fix these things. Of course, I have to lead the team. Kaya sabi ko, next time na lang. Maintindihan naman ako ng mga listeners. But before that, I would like to say thank you to all our listeners. Grabe po. Alam naman natin yung Spotify rap ay nangyari. And such an honor talaga na isa ako doon sa mga pinakikinggan niyo. Some of you tag me and message me, Pastor Jomel, thank you for all your knowledge and wisdom na shinare. At some of you here, parang top 1 ako sa kanilang Spotify. Yung iba, number 2. Doesn't matter, but what matters is, sinusuportahan niyo po yung ating programa. We have a small community and kailangan natin ipag-pray at alagaan yun. At hindi naman tayo naghahangad ng sobrang malaki. Kung may nakikinig na mga 50, 100, yun po yung range ng mga nakikinig sa atin. Minsan umaabot ng 170. Pero, ang dami nun. Hindi naman po tayo ganun kalaki pa. Pero, itong community natin na maliit na community, I believe, marami po kayong natututunan at marami kayong na-share from your natututunan from here, from this podcast. At bless kasi sa totoo lang, sabi ko sa mga nag-message, grabe, it really boosts my confidence. It really boosts, my not whole being. Of course, si Lord ang natin. Pero nakaka-boost ng moral dahil may mga sumusuporta pala at hindi lang sumusuporta, number 1 ako sa kanila. So, hi muna tayo doon sa kasama ko ngayon. Ayan, Brennan. Text ko dyan. Time check, it's 7:34 a.m. or 7:35 a.m. Nandito po ako sa Manila ngayon kasi I have to buy some things or our stuff for the wedding. At kailangan namin bumili ng ring and then some stuff and etc. So, ayun, we stayed here for ilang araw ba? Yeah, for 2 days. So, ayun, at mamaya uwi na kami. Pag-pray nyo kami. Tapos, isa pa, ito, isi-share ko last na to, tapos I'm done and then let's dive in sa ating topic. Parang 2 nights ago, that was Sunday. Grabe. After 5 years, yung kasing municipality namin, meron ulit interbarangay. So, I was really excited. So hyped. Pero, my game was so off. Sa sobrang excitement, nandun yung excitement pero, the excitement versus the preparation was like this. The excitement was this. The preparation was this. So, my game was so off. Parang sa binitawan kong 10 3 points, walang na-shoot. I made 6 points, pero that's not That was not my game. Okay? And I just realized the importance of preparation. I was thinking to make an episode regarding preparation. Actually, nakalagay na sa notes ko yun. So, alright, okay, gagawa ko dito. Kasi, imagine that we had 2 months to prepare, but I never did. Hindi ko naman kasalanan yun kasi ang nangyari sa akin was, I was coming from lower back pain. 2 months po akong hindi nakalaro kasi sakit ng likod ko for 2 months. In fact, doon sa semis namin prior this inter-barangay, hindi ako nakalaro kasi because of my back pain. Sabi ko sa coach ko, Kuya Alden, Kuya Derek, I cannot play. Sakit ng likod ko, hindi ako makayuko. Nakakatakbo pero alam niyo yung pag nag-dribble, ang sakit. So, sabi ko, I cannot play. And then, nung gumaling na yung likod ko, biglang nilagnat ako sa sobrang pagod, sa sobrang stress. Hindi naman stress na, burnout, kundi sinabi ng utak ko, kaya mo pa, gawin mo pa to. Pero sabi ng katawan ko, pahinga ka muna. Kasi 2 linggo ako nagsundo, balikan, parang 4 a.m. Ako nakakatulog kasi nga aalis ako dito ng 8 p.m. So I have to go to Manila. Susunduin ko yung brother ko and then yung parents ko for 2 weeks. So yung body ko bumigay. So actually ngayon sinisipon pa po ako and then nilagnat ako. I'm not telling you an excuse, pero I just realized the importance of preparation. So, yes, you have to prepare your body, you have to prepare your mind, even your confidence. Of course, our spirituality, that's the most important for me, is spirituality. Kasi if you are spiritual, if you are full of wisdom from the Lord, parang everything follows eh. Kapag may wisdom ka sa Panginoon, hindi lang knowledge. I told you this on my post, di ba? Knowledge is knowing what to do, but wisdom is knowing when to do what you know, right? I think that's the most important thing for me, is spirituality. So we have to prepare our body to be successful. We have to prepare our minds, we have to prepare our soul, even our colleagues, even our teammates, the team, and of course our spirituality. And that's what we're going to look at for this on this episode, instant success. Yeah, kasi sa atin kasi parang sobrang normal na yung instant, right? Instant noodles, instant instant knowledge. Actually nasa kamay na, right, nasa fingertips natin yung knowledge eh. Go to ChatGPT, marami kang makukuha doon. Go to YouTube University. Sabi niya, hindi ko na kailangan mag-aral kasi may YouTube na. Hindi ko na kailangan magbasa kasi meron ganito na. That's good, pero for me, there's no such thing as instant success. Kung sinasabi natin na yung mga tumataya ng mga loto, nagiging successful instantaneous or instantly, I doubt. I don't think so. Siguro meron, pero mababa yung rate, mababa yung odd na naging successful sila instantaneous. Kasi even those people na tumataya sa loto, nanalo sa sugal, for sure, nag-bet sila for how many years, inalagaan yung numbers na yun, tumaya, gumastos, and then back. So there's no such thing as an instant success. Because success is earned. Right? Success is something that we pursue, something that we prayed for, something that we worked for. You need to have discipline. Okay, wag na natin i-discuss yun. Alam nyo na yun kasi tumatagal lang yung podcast ko. By the way, I'm not making any promise na 30 minutes lang tayo kasi sobrang ganda itong topic today. And I have a lot to say. I have a lot of things to say regarding this episode. But if you're going to be asked, how do you define success? For sure, nasa isip natin, kapag successful ka, marami kang pera, may kotse ka, may bahay ka, you have great family, or maybe dami mong gadgets, or maybe dami mong mga titles, di ba? EDD, DMD, DD, DBD, CD, kung anong DDD man yan, whatever. Maybe we're defining success like that. But I want you to know this. For me, kung ako tatanungin niyo po, kung example, tatanungin mo, how do you define success? Or what's the definition of success for you? For me, success is this. That you are doing God's will and you are serving God's purpose in your life. You are doing God's will and you are serving God's purpose in your life. Kasi, bakit ko nasabi yun? Nagpapaka-plastic ba ako, nagpapaka-hipokrito? No, I'm not. I'm genuine, alright? Kasi, guys, dami kong sapatos. Nakakahawak ako ng pera. Hindi man ganun kalaki. Pero sapat, or maybe yes, konting medyo abundant ng konti. Pero having those money, having this stuff, I'm driving a car, I have my own house already. Pero thinking that I have this stuff, that does not make me happy. You know what makes me happy? Is that, Lord, thank you for this purpose that I'm serving you and I'm serving the people. Guys, minsan, dumating sa punto ko na wala akong ibang gustong gawin kundi mag-serve kay Lord. And that makes me happy. Gusto kong umiyak kasi gusto kong magpasalamat kay Lord dahil, alam niyo yun, yes, I'm so thankful, Lord, I have this, but this is not my priority. They're just my tool so that I can honor you even more and I can serve your people. That's my heart. And that's how I define success. If you define success as pera alone or possession alone and bank accounts alone or maybe achievements alone, sorry to say, don't get offended. Medyo makitid po yung definition natin ng success. Because we read a lot of articles. We heard a lot of news. Billionaires, they committed suicide because they're not happy anymore in their life. But when you found that purpose, when God gave you that vision in your life, you have to serve that purpose. That's what makes you happy. So, sa akin, success is not having what we have. It's about what we're doing for the Lord or what God has done in our life. And because you're so thankful, you want to reciprocate that, and you receive that vision, you receive that, purpose. Ang sarap kasi mabuhay kapag ang sarap gumising kapag may purpose ka sa buhay. Tama? So, for me, that, I have to lay the foundation before we go through application part, right? For me, success is doing yung purpose ng Panginoon sa buhay mo. Kasi, ang pinakamahirap talagang hanapin sa buhay is yung purpose. Diba? The reason, young people commit suicide or they wanted to end their lives, it's because they don't know their purpose. Pero kapag malalim yung pundasyon at yung ugat, yun ang purpose ng buhay mo, you don't wanna die. Hindi ko sinasabing you're afraid to die, but you don't want to die yet. Bakit? Kasi Lord, I want to do something more for your kingdom. I want to do something more. Kaya nga, last time, for sure si Carla nakikinig. She's one of our listeners, faithful listeners. Sabi ko sa kanya, kasi we're talking about campus, nagchat-chat kami. You know what, Carla? One of my daydreams is, sana gawin tayong bilyonaryo ni Lord na hindi na natin kailangan mag-work ng 8 to 5 p.m. Hindi na natin kailangan maghanap buhay at kumita ng pera. Kasi bilyonaryo na tayo at yung pera natin, gagamitin lang natin to reach out the campuses, to reach out the community and serve the Lord alone. Sabi niya, wow, Pastor, that's one of my dreams then. It sounds crazy, but that's my dream. Sabi ko sa kanya, Carla, kung may billion lang ako, wala akong ibang gagawin kundi mag-plant ng church. mag-raise ng leaders, magpatayo. That's one of my daydreams, Lord. Pag ginawa niyo akong bilyonaryo, papatayo ako ng mga training centers, seminary, okay? That's my dream. Kasi parang minsan sinasabi, Lord, wala na akong ibang gustong gawin kundi mag-serve sa inyo. Minsan nga, nakakalimutan ko na yung sarili ko na wala akong pangarap sa sarili ko. Basta may isa, dalawang sapatos ako, kumakain ako, may magiging asawa ako na, tsaka may poging Brennan, okay na ako dun. Okay na ako dun. Pero, sa totoo lang, that's how I define success. Is that you're doing the will of God and you're serving His purpose in your life to serve Him and to serve other people. I just laid the foundation kasi maganda sa atin. Yun ang definition natin. It's not about the money. It's not about fancy cars. It's not about the shoes. It's not about those gadgets or even those titles. Hindi ko sinasabing hindi maganda yun. Hindi ko sinasabing huwag natin i-pursue na. Magandang i-pursue natin yun. But that's not, the overall definition of success. Okay? Baka sabihin nyo sa akin, anti-rich ako or pag mas mahirap, mas holy, mas love Lord. No. Gusto kong maging mayaman din. Okay? Gusto ko rin mas magandang kotse, mas magandang buhay, mas marangyang buhay. But the definition of success for me is serving the will of God and His purpose. And then also, when it comes to instant success, ito na, practical application na tayo. Alam niyo po, ang success maraming ino-offer sa atin na mga bagay-bagay. For example, sasabihin sa'yo ng success. For example, ako si Success at kayo kausap ko. Gusto mo ng pag naging successful ka, Brennan, pag naging successful ka, Kina, pag naging successful ka, Carla, Santan, kung sino man nakikinig dito, pag naging successful ka, magiging maluwag ang buhay mo. Makakabili ka ng kotse mo. Sisikat ka. Magandang bahay mo. Maraming gadgets, maraming LV bag, maraming etc. Makakapunta ka sa iba't ibang lugar. Travel dito, travel doon. That's success. That is what success is offering to all of us. Tama? Now, hindi porket may in-offer sa atin si success, i-absorb natin lahat yun. Maganda, meron tayong counter-offer kay success. Are you getting it? Merong offer sa'yo si success, okay, pag ito ang buhay ng pag naging successful ka. Pero maganda sa atin as human, as pursuant, as dreamers, as achievers, meron tayong counter-offer kay success. Anong counter-offer natin kay success? You have to sacrifice your body. You have to sacrifice your time. You have to sacrifice your wants. You have to be disciplined. You have to sacrifice your comfortability. You have to sacrifice your ego. That it should be our counter-offer to success so that we will be successful. Are you getting it? Kasi sabi sa inyo success, okay, ito ang buhay ng successful na tao. Pero, hindi doon nagtatapos doon. It's a two-way street. May offer si success. Pero ang tanong, anong ino-offer mo kay success para mabigay ni success yung gusto mo? Are you getting it? So, sa atin po dito, sa lahat ng mga nakikinig dito, ang success ay hindi yan instantaneous or overnight. It will come over time. Success is not an overnight thing. It is over time. And I'll explain that to you later. Kasi ang dami kong experiences regarding this. Hindi ko sinasabing successful na ako kasi I'm still pursuing those things na, Lord, ito ba yung purpose mo sa akin? Lord, ito ba yung will mo sa akin? Okay, sige, I have to sacrifice my time. I have to sacrifice my body. Somehow, I have to sacrifice my wants, my ego, my comfortability. Now, for example, paano ko to ma-achieve, Pastor? 8 to 5 p.m. ako nag-work at estudyante pa ako. That's a good question, though. For example, you're an employee sa isang 8 to 5 p.m. or bounded yung time mo sa 8 hours na trabaho. Okay. Minsan kasi ganito ang nangyayari sa atin eh. Alam mo na nga bounded ka sa work mo. Alam mo na nga bounded yung time mo. At minsan, tinatanggap mo na lang na, hindi kasi bounded ako 8 to 5 eh. You know what? That is an excuse. That is an excuse. Bakit? Pagdating ba ng 6 p.m., ng 7 p.m., ng 8 p.m., bounded pa rin yung time mo at yung body mo and even your talents doon sa work mo? No, it's not already. Hawak mo na yon yung oras na yon. Hindi ko sinasabi na huwag kayo magpahinga, pero there's time for you to grow. There's always time for you to hustle, to gain income. I'm telling this kasi hindi ko sinasabing ginagawa ko to kasi nakafocus talaga ako sa church. Yes, 9 to 6 p.m. bounded ako doon kaya I have to work. But from 6 p.m. onwards, I do extra work. For example, I mentor people. We go to places na alam kong lalago kami. Alam kong lalago ako. Or like this episodes, itong mga podcast or yung mga ginagawa kong whatever, mga critical thinking or yung mga pag-iisip. Actually, the organization, our church, even the school, don't demand me to do that. But because I have the initiative, Lord, gusto kong mas lumago pa ako, at kapag lalago ako at kapag mag-grow ako, mas share ko to sa ibang tao, at kapag na-share ko to, lalago din sila. That's my thinking. Hindi ko siya hino-hoard. At the same time, hindi ko rin hinihintay na yung kumpanya na sabihin sa akin, Jomel, dapat gawin mo to. Jomel, dapat ganito ka. I don't wait them na sabihin sa akin na dapat lumago ka para lumago din kami. No. My extra work is this. I have to move out from my comfort zone. I have to study continuously. I have to learn continuously. Yung continuity ng learning, dapat nandun. Bakit? I enrolled sa masteral school, sa guidance and counseling. I go to Manila to learn something. I connect with people. I connect to people para at least pag connected ako, I will learn something, and then my relationship and all of these things. So, that is my extra work. I'm not paid for that. But I believe yung ginagawa kong mga bagay na yon ay magkakaroon ng benefits sa organization so that the whole organization will grow. So, you see, I'm not into money, right? I'm into learning and I'm into training the next generation so that if I will grow, they will grow as well. Now, doon sa mga 8 to 5 p.m., and if you're pursuing money, then you have to move out from your comfort zone and do not accept that 8 to 5 p.m. lang ako, bounded ako, hindi talaga ako kikita doon. You have 3 hours pa, I think. 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, or 9, 4 hours, and then you can rest, and then gising ng maaga until such time you will hit the market, you will hit your own brand, you will hit your own calling or your own purpose, something like that. Kasi pag tinanggap mo na 8 to 5 p.m. lang ako at bounded na ako at kumikita lang ako ng above minimum wage, you will die having that kind of job and salary. Don't accept it. Don't accept it. You have to offer something kay success. Success, itong kaya kong i-offer, 3 hours or 15 minutes every day, matututo ako ng panibagong skill. Gagawin ko to so that I will grow. Imagine nyo po yan for a year, 15 minutes a day. Guys, you will be a master after a year. You will be a master of your own skill after a year. 365 days times 15. For sure, hindi mo lang 15 minutes gagawin na yon kasi nag-enjoy ka na dahil gumikita ka. You have to motivate yourself. You have to be disciplined. And don't accept that you are working 8 to 5 p.m. You have to grow. Alright? Lalo na kapag single ka pa. Ako talaga, sinagad ko yung pagiging single ko. Talagang lahat ng mga pwede kong gawin. Ginawa ko na, nag-masters ako. Ayan, nag-graduate na ako. Tapos, pumunta ako sa Manila, nakipag-connect ako, etc. Alright? Gumawa ako ng sarili kong brand or ng podcast. At marami pa akong gusto. Hindi ko kasi alam kung anong adjustment na gagawin ko kapag married na ako eh. So, I have to do what I need to do. I have to do na pwede kong gawin. Sige, until I get married, hindi ko alam mga adjustments. Pero, ang sinasabi ko dito, alright, I have to establish a platform. I have to establish something para mag-grow ako. At paano natin gagawin ito? Take small steps. Okay? Do not be overwhelmed. Take small steps. One at a time. Regarding small steps, alam niyo po, sige. Mag-start tayo dun sa buhay ko po, the Jomel the experience nga, di ba? Para at least, ewan ko, ma-encourage po kayo through sharing these stories. 2022, sinabi lang sa akin ni Christine, Pastor Jomel, last batch na ng mga old curriculum ng LEP. Yung mga, paano ko ba-explain yun? Kasi may mga old curriculum, babaguhin na daw yung curriculum, magiging new curriculum na, yung TOS, magbabago na. So baka yung mga old curriculum, old TOS, hindi na daw pwede mag-take for the new curriculum. And we have to enroll refreshal course para makapag-take ng new curriculum. So, wala akong no choice. Okay? I have no choice but to take the LET. Actually, wala naman sa idea ko yun na magte-take ako kasi graduate ako ng 2016 tapos iti-take ko ng boards. I have no intention to take the boards. Pero sabi sa akin ng teen, okay, Pastor, last batch na, we had to take this. Napaisip ako, take ba ako? Natakot ako, baka mamagsak ako eh. Diba? Kasi parang isipin nila sa akin, leader ako, tapos yung leader nila, okay. I prayed, and then I think, and then, ang revelation sa akin ng Panginoon, Jomel, go out from your comfort zone. Okay, let's do this. I enrolled to CBRC, yeah, Card Balita sa isang, ano tawag doon? CBRC, alright, doon na lang. Sa review center, yeah. The review center, okay, let's go. At, guys, I have no idea what education is all about. Kasi nga, nakalimutan ko na yun, 2016 pa ako doon graduate. But, sabi ko, I have to sacrifice my time, my ego, my comfort zone, my comfortability, just to take this exam. Just to take this exam pa lang. So, one step at a time, every day. For 55 days, man, I was a machine, bro. I was a machine. Nang hindi ko kinakalimutan yung mentoring namin, yung pagpipreach, yung pagpapastor, but I had to sacrifice my phone, my gala, my tambays. Sabi nga ni Gerald, nalalamig na yata si pastor kasi after na mag-mentoring, after ng church service, umuwi agad. No. I have to be disciplined. And then, during the boards, hirap, may madali. And then, December 16, 2022, bam! I passed the LET. At yung pagpasa ko, hindi lang basta pasang-awa, kundi way beyond. Parang way beyond pasang-awa. Wow, thank you, Lord. And then after that, ano kayo susunod sa akin, sabi ko? 2022. pumasa ako ng... Ay, prior boards. Prior yung release ng pagpasa ng boards ko ng December, I enrolled November 29. I enrolled sa Masterals ko. Hindi pa lumalabas yung board exam. Yung result ng board exam, nag-enroll na ako na. Sabi ko, okay, tapos na ako mag-take. Whatever it takes, pumasa man o hindi, okay. Kasi parang napupush ako na, alright, kailangan yata ng mga young people na may mag-guide sa kanila. I have to take this guidance and counseling. Masterals. Bang! One step at a time. And then, patapos na po ako ngayon. And then, last October, okay, regarding sa masterals ko, I was thinking, iti-take ko ba tong comprehensive exam ko? Kasi parang I'm so busy preparing for my wedding, for our wedding. Ang daming ginagawa. Iniwan ako ng tatay ko, ng magulang ko, ng pamilya ko. They visited US. Iniwan in a way na, okay, I have the full responsibility here. I have to take charge of the BDC project, our building, and then the whole church. Ako yung parang senior pastor. I have youth. So, Lord, I have too much on my plate. Should I take and review for my comprehensive exam? Nag-decide ako, August yan eh. Sabi ko sa professor ko, pwede ko po bang ipagpaliban muna to at take ko siya ng January or February ng 2025? Sabi nung professor ko, I suggest you have to take it already. I think. And then sabi ko, okay, let's go, review for 1 month. I was a machine, bro. Memorize dito, dikit dito. Man. And then I took my comprehensive exam. October 9, 10, 11 for 3 days. I stayed in Angeles. Naka-hotel din ako doon. Man. After ilang weeks, 7 weeks, bang! Pasado. At hindi lang pasado, taas! Grabe, napakabuti ni Lord. What I'm trying to say here is this. Sometimes you have to take small steps and decide to do it now. Minsan kasi sa may mga parts sa atin na, hindi, tsaka na lang yan. Yung, alam mo yung, pwede mo naman i-take na ngayon eh. Bakit mo pa i-tsaka na? Mahilig tayo sa gano'n, yung mga manyana habit or bukas na yan, bahala na. Take small steps. One at a time. Hindi mo alam na kapag tinake mo na to, mapapasa mo na eh. Bakit mo pa pinagpa-next year? Bakit mo pa pinagpa-next sem? Bakit mo pa pinagpabukas eh? Kaya mo nang reviewin ngayon to at kaya mo nang ipasa ngayon to. Bakit mo pa patatagalin? Why? You will prolong the process or even the result if you can do it now. Diba? Yung sinasabi ko, if you have dream, you have to define your objective. At kapag na-define mo for example, yung objective mo, then you have to make a plan and make a habit so that you will succeed in life. What is your dream? You want to be a dentist? You want to be a counselor? That is your dream. And you have to define what is your objective. Lord, my objective of being a dentist or being a counselor is this. If you define your objective already, then you have to make a plan. And from your plan, that's the time you have to build your own habit so that you can reach your success. Is that clear? You know what, guys? Hindi lang. Isipon ako. Hindi ako galit. Coffee tayo. Comfort zone is a beautiful place, but no one grows there. What if hindi ko tinake yung compre ko this year? Eh di may isipin pa ako after ng honeymoon. Di ba? Ang kulit eh. I have to take it now. Di ba? Bakit? Hindi ko ba kaya? Time management, self-management, discipline, kaya naman ito eh. Finish. Next year, iisipin ko, 2 na lang. Practicum at saka yung papel. And then I'm done. Nabawasan na. Ang hirap ng comprehensive exam eh. 3 days. Imagine yun, yes, multiple choice. Tapos, written exam. Dalawang subject, buong maghapon yun. For 3 days. Imagine that. Eh di sana may iisipin pa ako next year if I did not take the comprehensive exam last October. Imagine that. You know, we have to embrace the struggles. Don't avoid it, guys. Ulitin ko yan. Let's embrace a struggle and do not avoid it. We have to struggle hard if you want to find success, if you want to achieve success. Lately talaga, I was struggling regarding sa time with my body, even my emotions. Damay-damay na. I was just struggling, Lord, how can I handle this? Buti na lang may team at ang mabait ng team at napaka-supportive nila. Lord, napakabuti mo. Lord, your strength, your wisdom, hindi kayo nagkukulang. Really, you really supply all our needs. Bang! BDC presentation was so successful. Comprehensive exam was successful. Our series, we're all successful. Our transition ng leadership was all successful. So good. Kasi alam nyo guys, ito lahat ng what you're doing na mga maliit na bagay ngayong present will benefit our future. Always remember that. Always remember that. Okay? Ako po, 6 years na ako nagpapastor. At ako naniniwala ako, lahat ng pinaggagawa ko from day 1, may kinalaman sa natatamo ko ngayon. Hindi ko sinasabing successful na ako or sobrang successful na ako, pero for sure, may at least nag-grow ako at yung influence ko nadagdagan, yung level ng maturity ko nadagdagan ako kasi nagpatuloy ako. At yung mga decision ko from day 1 hanggang up until today, may kinalaman yun. Kaya, yung mga pagpo-post ko ng episode, even though mas small ang community natin, wala ba itong kinalaman in the future? Meron kinalaman ito. Yung pag-aaral mo ba since day 1, wala bang kinalaman yan sa mga susunod na kabanata ng buhay? Merong kinalaman yan. Ako po nagpapastor na for 6 years. And I'm experiencing what I earned since day 1 today. Share ko lang, last time, si Pops ito, si Bishop, we went to munisipyo. Kumukuha kasi kami ng licensed marriage or marriage license. And then, I have the Senemar already. We have our PSAs. I'm with Kina. I'm with CC. Pumunta ako dun sa civil registrar. Kukuha po kami ng marriage license. So, pinakita namin yung Senemar and the PSA. Kailangan nyo pa pong kumuha ng family planning. Punta po kayo dyan sa MSW. Alright. Kami doon. Habol kayo sa family planning kasi nagka-conduct sila during that time. And then, pagpasok namin sa MSWD, kukuha po, sabi ko, si Pastor, sabi nila kasi kilala kami. Si Pastor, ano po yun? Ano po mapaglilingkod namin? Kuha lang po kami ng family planning for our marriage license. Naku, Pastor, wag na kayong kumuha. Sabi niya, baka kayo pa po ang magturo sa amin eh. Ganun po ba? And then, konting talk lang, chika-chika, and then, pinirmahan agad. And then, okay, bilis. Now, bakit nangyari yun? Kasi, hindi ko sinasabing, kasi we're asking pero sila mismo nag-offer. Alright? Sabi ko, alright, okay. Yung ginawa ko since day 1, dun ako nag-come up na, alright, yung ginawa ko since day 1, up until today, may kinalaman pala. Now, pagbalik namin ng civil registrar, binasa yung mga pangalan, kilala yung Bishop Zaldi. Tatay mo pala si Pastor Zaldi. Ang bilis ng proseso. Hindi ko sinasabing nag-bribe kami. Hindi ko rin sinasabing wala kami binigay thank you so much po. Pero, they trusted our leadership, they trusted our character. Kilala ko yan, ganito, sila Pastor Zaldi, blah, blah, blah. Imagine nyo yung Bishop Zaldi, 35 years na nagpapastorin. He has an integrity sa kanyang ministry. Since day one, may kinalaman yun up until today. Kaya inaani niya yung influence niya. Look at this. Yung inaaral mo ngayon, hanggang mag-boards ka at magtrabaho ka at kung ano man ang gagawin mo sa buhay, lahat yan may kinalaman. Lahat yan may kinalaman. And I want you to experience that. And I'm praying na, Lord, hindi ko sinasabing magyabang tayo. Hindi ko sinasabing, uy, iba kami, matindi na kami ngayon. No. People will respect you dahil ginalingan mo. Success is earned. It's not given. Ako, nung nagpastor po ako, hindi ko hiningi yung pastoral title. I just worked, ilang years ako nag-work? 2015, 2016, 2017, and then 2018. For 4 years, I worked hard. Ginalingan ko sa program, ginalingan ko sa youth, and then you know what? The board asked Pastor Rizaldi, not even my dad, asked the board para i-install akong pastor. The board asked Pastor Rizaldi, Pastor, install na po natin si Jomel as pastor. So happy, overjoyed, but I never asked the board and even my dad, Dad, tagal ko na. Please naman, install nyo na ako. You just have to wait for your right time. For the right time. For your, darating yan. Kalingan mo lang. If success is offering something sa'yo, counter-offer to success na this is what I want. Or this is what I'm offering to you, success. My body, my sacrifice, my time, my ego, my comfortability. Darating din yan. Remember this. Si Jesus po. I'm about to end kasi 42 minutes na. Si Jesus, He prepared 30 years bago siya nag-minister for 3.5 years. Look at the preparation. Okay? Look at the preparation. Si Jesus, He waited the perfect timing to be able to minister. Of course, mangyayari yun kasi will ng Father yun. Pero He waited the right timing para yung para yung ministry niya, pagkamatay niya at pagkabuhay niya ay mangyari ng perfect. Kaya nasingit ko kanina yung preparation versus the excitement. Diba? Alam ko excited ka na maging successful, but how's your preparation? So, 4 things I want to leave before we end. Listen and learn. Don't forget to listen and learn. Number 2, do it now. And when you do it, do not complain. Just do it. Number 3, be silent until it's done. Be silent until it's done. That's one of my mottos in life. Be silent. And then number 4 is be disciplined. Be disciplined. Walang ibang tutulong sa sarili mo kundi ikaw. Hindi ikaw. And then number 5 is repeat. Listen and learn. Do it now and don't complain. Number 3, be silent until it's done. Be disciplined. And last one is repeat. Repeat, 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 repeat. If you failed, then repeat. Try again. Try. Right? So, that's all for today's video. Let me pray for you, Lord. Thank you for all the listeners. I believe that you have plans for their lives, Panginoon. You will bless them. I know that you love them so much. And sooner or later, darating po ang panahon na darating ang success sa kanila at matatamo nila yung mga pinagpipray nila. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen and amen. Thank you so much for listening. And God bless you. Don't forget to share this, alright? And don't forget to follow for more. God bless you. Mabuhay po kayo.